So for the last part of this particular show, I want to talk about Tony Schwartz. So if you don't know, Tony Schwartz is the real author of The Art of the Deal, who is pretty much a paid shill. Some of the things that he does say about Trump are true. So I want to be clear, like some character traits that are obvious character traits, like we know that they're character flaws. He says obvious things, but he also is a ready and willing mouthpiece or a ready and willing paid shill for the deep state. Like it's a fact. If you listen to him talk, it's like, wow, now you conveniently have everything to say about Donald Trump, but you didn't have a negative comment about him whenever you were getting paid for that book that you wrote for him. But whatever. I hate people like that. But he comes out and says something that was kind of groundbreaking, literally just happened this morning. He said that in about 90 to 120 days, Robert Mueller will drop information that is an accumulation of about 40 years worth of legal issues to help the Democrats win back the House of Representatives and the Senate. He said that's one thing that many people are not taking into consideration. What? Okay. Now, y'all gonna have to forgive me because maybe I'm just really bad at keeping up with timelines. Trump got elected in 2016. He started running for office in 2015. Right now, it is currently 2018, and then 2019, 2020. That's about 4 years total of presidency. He wasn't a public figure or a public servant, and really until he got elected into office. During the election, if you want to make an argument that if he did some deals that were a little shady, they should be brought into light. But you're telling me you're going to go back 40 years ago as a special counsel that was hired for the Russia collusion, the fact that to perpetuate or substantiate the claim that Trump worked with Russia. You want to go back 40 years. So is anyone still trying to convince me that this is about justice in protecting our elections, or rather only and only about getting Trump out of office so that the deep state agenda can pursue without, quote unquote, no pun intended, resistance? Period. It's not about whether or not you like Trump or you dislike Trump. Damn Trump. I don't really care about him in this regard when I'm talking about Adam Schiff and Tony Schwartz and CNN and the deep state. Trump right now is a weird little buffer. He's offering us a buffer period for us to get our shit together, put candidates in who we'd like to see win so that we can counteract the deep state agenda, the war profiteering, the insurance piracy, however, you know, I don't have to go into detail about that, but the health insurance crisis, the housing bubble, and the homeless crisis, our trade crises. To look up 40 years worth of wrongdoing for Trump, but not be interested at all in the 2 to 3 years of wrongdoing within the previous administration, the 8 years of wrongdoing overall by the last administration. Like, remember, Mueller was the WMD's guy. Yeah, absolutely. True. Those weapons of mass destruction are absolutely real, 100%. You sure? Yeah, maybe, probably. Yes, probably. What did the checkbook say? You said the check said that they're real? The check said that they're real. He signed the check. He said it's real. That's Robert Mueller. But going into 40 years, for what? Because it sounds like he's trying to use some obfuscated version, like of the emolument clause, but like he won't actually invoke the emolument clause, because once again, if you invoke the emolument clause on Trump, you're gonna have to do it on every single sitting senator and representative to show quid pro quo quo behavior. So, for Tony Schwartz to come out and say that, of course, he's probably talked to Mueller about it. So, and it just, by the way, this is what I said how long ago, people? I said the impeachment clauses, the Russiagate, all that stuff was never supposed to be conclusive. It was supposed to be dragged out, and then right before November, that is when they'll release everything to try and win back the House for the controlled opposition, so that the deep state may continue to pay off and prevail with its agenda via controlled opposition. That is what this article is literally emblematic of. It is the essence of controlled opposition. Yeah, Trump has done some great things, but he's really evil at the same time. But, you know, maybe you should acknowledge some of the good things he's done. But look at how evil he is. Nah. But sometimes he's pretty good. But we need to do this. But I'm Republican, and I just said that he's good, but we're going to lose the House if Trump's still allowed to win because he's evil. Like, that article is controlled opposition incarnate. So keep that in mind. And but yeah, be looking out for those CNN videos. They'll likely be released on YouTube today. They'll likely have I'm pretty sure Kyle Collins is going to speak on it in Mike Figueredo, the Humanist Report, and I'm sure Tim's going to speak on it as well. But they're definitely coming out today, and I will try to do another video on this if the video does come out, where I can actually play the source back to you. So yeah. With that being said, I would like to hear more of your comments about this, so make sure you like, make sure you share. Thanks to all the patrons at Patreon. You can do, if you want to donate to our Patreon, you can do that in the link below. Yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So always remember, people, more than anything else, find your balance. Peace.